I'm horrible at this. Here we go, here we go. Record. All right, Tuesday, April 21st. This is 5:30 p.m. core lift. We've got 7 moves. We're gonna burn out each one. It's gonna be amazing. We can add cardio in if you want. I'll give you the option. Warm up, we're gonna do 3 rounds through, jumping rope and inchworm. So if you have a rope, grab it. If not, just pretend you do. And here we go. Start nice and light on those toes, nothing crazy. You don't even have to leave the ground. You can just do a little shuffle back and forth. Five, 4, 3, 2. I'm gonna angle this down. So we'll do the inchworm flow out here. Have space. Big inhale up. Exhale it out, hinge over, walk out to your plank. So you're in that high plank, flex those heels back. Push up or an up dog. Meet back together in that down dog. Stretch those hamstrings, walk your hands back. Roll on up, right leg back for a lunge. A wide squat. Left leg back in a lunge. And a wide squat. Back to the top, 30 seconds, here we go. You can kick your butt if you want. You can have those high knees. You can have those arms overhead. Do what works for you. Let's get that body moving. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Another inchworm. Big inhale. Reach taller. Exhale. Walk it out. Flex those heels back. 2 push-ups or an up dog. Walk it back. Right leg back for 2 lunges. That right knee leads down. Wide squat. Hips back for 2. Left leg back. 2. And wide squat. 1 more round. If you're not getting warm yet, pick up the pace, pick up the intensity. Making bigger hops, forward and back. Single it out. Jack it. I need to bring my clock home. I have it at the gym. There's really no reason for it. I don't have a clock in here. So when I say 30 seconds, it's ish. 30-ish seconds. Till I feel like I've had enough. And there it is. Last inchworm. 3 push-ups or up dog. Work that down dog stretch. Right leg back for your reverse lunges. Wide squat, 3, 2, no, 3, you can take it, 2, 1, and wide squat, 3, 2, 1. All right, so you definitely need weights for this. Hopefully you have a couple sets that you can adjust. The upper body, you're gonna wanna go probably a little lighter, lower body heavier. If you don't have a weight heavy enough for you, just slow your pace down a little bit more. I'll give you options to make it harder. First move is squats. I like to start with the big muscles first, get that heart rate up, keep it flowing. So I know some of you have heavy, heavy weights there. I know actually you do. Feel free to go up, girl. Whatever you got. So you can take 1 weight heavy across that chest, or you can take both weights up on those shoulders. And we are doing a set of 8. When you're ready, join in. I'll try and keep a good count today. Weight in my heels, chest is still tall. Not rushing it, although I already am. There's 6. Nice, those toes should almost pop up at the bottom. 7 and 8. Quick break. Don't really need it quite yet, but we're gonna take it. Adjust your weights if that felt easy. Get a little heavier. All right, set 2. Think about those knees tracking out. Squeezing those glutes at the top. Yeah. especially. I like those. There's 5, 6, it should start feeling like it's working now. 7, 8. That one got me a little toasty. I'm gonna stick with these weights though. Breathe it out, round 3. Show you this side. So my chest is tall, my hips go back, I can sit in a chair, popping it up. Hey Rita. There's 5, 6, 7, 8. I put my weights down for a quick break. That was our 3rd set. We have 2 to go. If you're not feeling like it's worked yet, I want you to slow, maybe pause at a pulse at the bottom, or go heavier if you can. All right. Set number 4. So if you want more, add that little pulse at the bottom or pause. Go real slow coming up. Down at a count of 2, hold, up at a count of 2. Make it challenging for you. There's 6, 7, 8. I'm about done with squats. How about you guys? Whew. 1 more set. I'm going to make it as challenging as I can. Still sticking with my heavies. Here we go. So down, I'm going to hold it, and up real slow. 1, down, hold, up, slow. Pick what works for you though. We're on our last set of squats, Rita. There's 5, whew, 6, 7, and, ooh, that burned, 8. So move 1, done. You can do a quick stretch here, or if you want to add in a little bit of cardio, go for it. I'm going to give you guys about 30 seconds. So if you want to keep that heart rate up, go back to that jogging. You can add in some jump squats to really burn it out. I'm going to show you the next move. So I had 20s on that first set. This set I'm going down to 8s, and it might not even last. So I'm going to start here, wide, and that press. If that doesn't work for you, sub out. Do bicep curls, overhead press. And actually, I'll start with 10s, and then we'll see where we go from there. So just be very mindful. Here we go, our Arnold press. So from the side, I start here. After biceps, nice strong base. Going wide, press, nice. Stagger those feet if you start feeling your back. Just give yourself a split stance. I think I'm on 5. So from that side view, I'm nice and wide, those goalpost arms. I think this is 8. And that was challenging, and that was only 1 set. So these are the weights I probably need. All right, nothing crazy on that break, so we're back at it. I'm going to split my legs on my stance because I'm starting to feel my arching back. I tend to do that. Tighten up your abs, squeeze your glutes. Here we go, set 2. Breathe with that lift. There's 4. 5, you guys look good. Nice torsos, good posture. 6, 7, whoo, 8, that's set 2. You're getting heavy, I'm gonna take them down for a break. Do some shoulder rolls if you need. You can always do cat-cows if you're starting to feel your back, or lighten your load. Set 3, So again, sub out and do bicep curls and presses if you need. I know this is a lot of strain on that shoulder, moving in all these different planes. Be mindful, move well. Squeeze those glutes. Tighten up that core. Woo! I see some angry lip curling at the top. I believe that was 8. I am starting to lose my form, so I'm going to drop down. That was set 3. I think we have 2 to go. If I'm wrong on numbers, anybody feel free to unmute and tell me where I'm wrong, because counting is not my thing. All right, I'm dropping down in weights so I can maintain my form and my pace. So here we go, set 4. It's not enough rest that your muscles get recovered, and that's sort of the point. We want to hit them while they're still warm and working. I don't do this type of rep scheme very often, but when we do, it's pretty effective just because we don't do it often. Whew. You can tell when I'm getting tired because I'm rushing them, and I'm just sort of trying to get them done. Do better than me, do better than me. All right, 1 more set. Here we go. How are we doing on time? We are awesome on time. So don't forget your sub out. You can do those bicep curls. We're going to go as controlled as we can with this last set. 1. There's 2. Don't let those elbows drop. You guys look great. 4. Like you're moving through water and don't want to make waves. That's how slow you move them. Woo! I know, I feel that pain. I see your faces. Tank top arms right here. Woo! There it is. All right, quick stretch out if you want. Get a little bit of water. You want to keep that heart rate moving because I know it settles a little bit when we're standing in place. You can move it out. Next one, we're moving back to lower body, so you're going to want your heavier weights if you have them. If not, we're just going to go real slow. So, let's see what I want to do here. The problem when you get heavier weights is they get awkwardly big. So we're doing deadlifts. I'm pretty much riding those weights down my legs. I don't want to hold them out here. I'm going to compromise my back. So keep them nice and safe. I'm squeezing my glutes, pull my belly button in, squeezing my glutes under. Arms are straight, no shrugging, no punching. So here we go. Start strong to begin with. I tend to have a forward lean as it is, so have better shoulders than me. So slow, just below those knees. Squeeze those glutes, bring it up. You should feel your back end, glutes, hamstrings. Good. Keep that head up and looking forward. Don't let that head drop or you'll round those shoulders. That head should stay above that heart. We shouldn't ever be looking down or dumping. Good. Work it slow. Fighting gravity. Work it against on the way up. That's probably 8. When you're putting your weights down, squat them to put them down because they should be heavier. I see you crawling up to the camera. Set 1 done. Moving on to set 2. I'm going to try and go up. We'll see how this goes. I don't know what I have.
Hey, Corey.
Yeah.
It kind of hurts my back.
Okay.
Is there something different I can do?
Yes. How are the squats for you?
Those are okay.
Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to switch to a sumo style squat. So you'll work those inner outer thighs. So stay with sumo squats, same reps.
Yep.
Okay? Awesome question. Thank you for telling me before it got too late. The rest of you should be on round 2. Keep those shoulders back, that head forward. So if you're feeling your back, lighten the load, or if you had an injury like somebody did last week, switch up the movement. Don't work through back pain. It's not worth it. We have other ways to get you stronger. All right, get through your 8th rep. I was a little behind you guys. I feel like I'm missing weights up in here. That was set 2. Whew, 3 to go. Small breaks. Heart rate should be climbing a little bit. Help if I had weights that match. Big muscles, big heart rate. Set 3 here. I think, right? Thank you. If that's still hurting, go ahead down to your mat and do some like cat-cows or press-ups. If you're okay with the squats, keep at it. All right, set 3, done. I'm lightening my load back up because I'm starting to feel my back because I'm starting to arch. So I'm lightening my load. Again, you can switch to one weight if you don't have a lot of options. So set 4, squeeze those glutes, pull those abs in. Protect that back. You can do these without weight at all and just focus on that hinge. You're still going to squeeze and contract, still work those muscles. All right, 1 to go, right? 1 more round. We're doing great on time. Almost halfway through the workout, about halfway through on the clock. All right, last set. Those look good, Janelle. They look good, Ashley. Rita, I only see your forehead, but your forehead looks great. Amber's looking good, keeping that head up. And I have a mystery person in the corner that I cannot see. But I'm sure they're doing great as well. All right, get your 8 down, put your heavies away. Whew. That felt good to get rid of. So if you're feeling that back, do that standing cat-cow stretch. Feel free to go down on your mat, do a press up. If you want a little cardio, intermission here, take it. If not, this is, I'm going to show you what we're doing next. See me? It's tricky. So if you have a bench, I don't know who has a bench, probably Ashley. You can do these on your bench. I would take one heavy-ish weight. We're doing skull crushers. Your choice how you want to hold it. I do not personally feel comfortable holding the weight like this. It makes me nervous. So I tend to hold it like this. And all you're doing is just, it's like, you can also do this overhead tricep, but it's just working those triceps, working those abs, working those lats. So if you're on the ground, not sure if you guys can see me, same thing, you're just gonna not have as much range, but you're really gonna feel those abs helping to pull that weight up. If none of that works for you, feel free to just do them overhead right here. So 1 heavy if you got it. You can do 2 light ones if you prefer. I like to keep it focused with just the 1. Control that weight. Pull that belly button towards the ground. Feel those triceps and abs light up. Be mindful when you get up. I like to pull that weight to my chest, or if you're on the ground, you can probably just roll it over, but I do not want to have to use my back to lift it up. Quick break. Breathe it out. If you're getting dizzy, do all of this standing. All right, round 2. I'm done with round 2, moving on to, I'm going to move this a little bit, round 3. changing up. If you can't change the weight, like I said, change your pace. Go slower on the way down, slower on the way up. Count it out in your head. Down, 2, up, 2. See how much harder that gets when you pace it out. Or maybe just because we're on set 3 and we're getting tired. So you guys are all focused where you are, which is great. If you saw me, you could probably tell that my back tends to arch even when I'm on the bench. So this time, I'm gonna bring my feet up on my bench, just so I can really glue my low back down. Because at this point, when I'm getting tired, it starts to get a little compromised. So be mindful. Move it to the ground, or lift those feet up and bend those knees. Whew. This is getting tricky. Means it's working. Yes, Rita, stretch it out. I think I got one more set, right? One more. And then we get to move back to our lower body. Focus on those abs. The arms are the movers, the abs are the worker. Tight, strong core. I think I'm done. Oh. Your arms should be very fatigued. They should feel like almost like noodles, like they're just not the most functional. If they're feeling great and strong, then probably can do another set or go a little heavier next time. Whew. Moving on to lunges. Mine are toast though. All right, I'm gonna get these big boys out of the way. I don't want those. So my lunges, I'm probably gonna use what I use for my squats. So if you have that weight nearby, our goal is to burn out one side first. You can also, like I should have told you guys, for those with the TRX, you can do this stuff in the TRX. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my 8 reps, and then I'm gonna rest it out. And then continue on that same leg. So I'm doing my right leg back, because I like to have it reversed. I'm just working it down and up. Weights can go down by your sides. You can do no weight at all. It's up to you. After I get my 8, you can stretch out those hips, whatever you need to. You can drop the weights if you need to. Same legs going back, round 2. Back knee is your mover. It's going down. That back glute is working. That back hamstring is working. That was round 2. Here we go. Woo! This is burning. There's 8. I am lightening my load because I'm fatiguing out. That was round 3 on the right leg. Change it up, same legs going back. Start round 4. Feel free to swap out the legs when you need. Oh, you guys look great. Woo, wicked strong legs. Oh. One more set on this leg. Heart rate should be climbing again, working that low body. Let it go. Nice, nice and strong, ladies. All right. Before we go to the other side, I'm going to take that leg, cross it behind, stretch out that hip a little bit, and I know my hips get tight. And a little hamstring stretch on that side. Same circuit on the other side. I suppose I started with these weights. I should start start on this side that way. That way I'm even. I'm breathless. All right, other leg back. I'm doing my left leg. Get that foot positioned where you need, then add your movement. The depth is up to you. Quick break. Big inhale, big exhale. Round 2. Whew. There's round 2. I'm lightening my load. Round 3's going. Woo! Feeling a lot quicker on this leg. All right, quick break so we don't quit. 4. And Janelle's back. Whew. Sorry for all my whooing. You think I'd be at a concert or something. But dang. One more set.
I did mine on the TRX.
I figured. How was it?
Good.
Good.
Way better on the knees.
Yeah, I figured. Good for you. This is our last set. We're almost with you. And there it is. There it is. All right, stretch out what you need. I know I'm flowing through it a little bit fast. That's just to keep it moving, because I'm hoping we have time for bonus. Ha, ha, ha. All right, so we're back to upper body. So you're gonna be on the ground. If you have a big Swiss ball, that works too sometimes, for the bench. So we're doing flies. So a lot of times people think it's this straight arm. Keep that soft bend, like you're opening up your wings. So it should be a nice broad chest opener and lats back here. Same set of 8. I'm probably going too heavy to start with. I'm gonna have my legs up on the bench just because I know what my back does. Be mindful. Try not to let those arms touch the ground or your bench. So stop your range just where you hover or before you make contact with the bottom. That means you're doing all the work and having to change that direction of movement. So you get that nice pause at the bottom. If this doesn't work for you, switch it out to just a straight old bench press. Because I think we got a couple shoulder, maybe, I don't think it's in this group, but always be mindful. All right, my first set is done. My heart rate's coming back under control, so I'm gonna go right into it. So like I said, if you wanna switch and do bench, go for it. Try not to rush this one. It's easy just to use momentum. Control that weight. If you're using momentum, you probably need to lighten it a little bit. Focus on those abs. All right, that's set 2. Quick breath, moving on. Whew, how does it feel? Think about that. Not does it feel hard, but do you feel strong? Look what you're able to do right now. From my view, you guys all look wicked strong. Was that 3? Set 3? Yes, thank you. All right, I'm doing quick breaks. So my breathing's not as heavy, and I just sort of want to get this done. as much fun as it is. One more round. And then we only have one move after this. How are we doing on time? Oh, we're rocking this. My plan if we finish early was to do some focused abs, so we all want to get there. If your weights are too light, feel free to add that hover at the bottom or that pulse, just like we did with the squats. Always ways to challenge it. Or feel free to do more reps while we finish our 8. Whew. Awesome. More bench needed. I'm going to do a couple arm circles just to get the blood flowing again. Water if you got it. Quick little sip before we finish this last move. All right, lateral lunges. So we don't do these very often. I don't like to program them when I can't see because there's a lot of ways you can really hurt your knee. So we did them last week, but I felt them for days, so I was like, we need to do these more often. The trick is not to think about leading with my knee. Like, see how my knee is really leaning forward? You should be thinking about stepping out, taking your hips back. So it's like my butt is my mover and my weight goes in my heels. It's almost like I want to fall down. So I am going sideways, but I'm leading with my butt, just like in a squat. So be very mindful. We're gonna stay on the one side. If you need to alternate out, go for it. Whew. I'm being a little moderate on my weights because I know it tends to pull me forward. Those weights can be up on those shoulders, they can be down by those legs, or you can have one across that chest. So I'm gonna go to the right, out, or 1, 2, and you don't have to step it in. You can just hold it out there, 3, and stand it up, if that's safer for you and your knee. Really lean that booty back. As you get comfortable, you can make it a wider step. So that was 8. Now I'm gonna try doing one heavy weight across my chest to show you how that is, with that grip that I'm not a fan of. Round 2, hips going back, slight lean forward just to balance that weight, but nothing crazy. That was 2 rounds. I'm going to go back to my double weights and hold them down. Being mindful, my shoulders are going back. Big step. You can frame that foot if you've got 2 weights, or you can keep them in the middle. Whatever works for you. It's a little awkward for me, but I'm trying. There's round 3. You can do no weight at all. So I'll show you for round 4. So you can do no weight at all in this reach. So we work on pulling that leg back in, or if you're standing up, nice and strong. And there's round 4. One final round on this leg. Going back to the one weight, who's my favorite. Setting those glutes back. You should feel your inner thighs and your glutes. Quads aren't really doing too much of the work. Some oblique. I think that was 8. If you need a little stretch there, have at it. We're going to finish that other side. Get a little core work in, and then we'll be done. So, other leg, whatever you haven't done. Remember, leading with those glutes back. Nice strong step out. 8 reps, 5 rounds. There's round 1. Show you the tap down for round 2. Here we go. One more. There's round 2. Starting round 3. Quick breaks. Longer if you need it. Just join in when you need. Good, nice length. That was 3. Let's go. So you can have that pause at the bottom, then try and pull it up. A little challenge if you need it. It's hard to change that direction. 1 more round. Big inhale. My heart rate is pretty high. Probably right where it needs to be, last round. If you want more, you can add in a knee raise. That gets a little crazy. I think we did that last week. Focus on the work. Lengthen and extension, contraction and pull back. And done. All right, weights are going to go away. Out of your way where you won't get hit. Adjust this so you can see me. Should be good to go. All right, catch your breath real quick. We'll do one big inhale up. Grab one wrist. Carefully doing that hip opposite. Inhale, center again. Big exhale the other way. I want you to be mindful. So we're going to do, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 5-minute ab work. Join in or not, you can just start stretching out if you'd rather do that. If you want to do the abs, I want to make sure your heart rate's like 140 or under. So if you have a heart rate monitor, check it if it's not there. Just keep sitting up here and breathe, and you can do some core work right here while keeping that head up. Otherwise, if you're ready, we're going to start with crunches. Here we go. So 30 seconds, nothing big. Just nice and controlled. Give your eyes something to focus on. My free hand is on my abs to see if they're working, or it's gently behind my head, not really pulling. So if your heart rate's still high, you're just working right up here. Nice pull in of those abdominals. Belly button's pulling towards your spine or towards the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to take those legs up overhead, like you're stepping on the ceiling, flexed feet. Reach for those toes. You should feel those upper abdominals. If you want to feel the lower ones too, you can try and raise your toes towards your hands. So make your feet the movers and hold your hands static. And if you have to lift those hips up, you're going to feel those low abs engage. If you want the best of both, do both. Hands and feet come together. Nice. Abs should be feeling some heat. All right, go ahead and rest those feet on the ground. Knees are bent. My head is down for a moment. I'm gonna lift those shoulders up and I'm reaching right and left for those feet. Reaching for those toes or those ankles, whatever works for you. Shoulders up. Running those obliques out. Focus on your breath. All right, rest that head down. We're gonna raise those legs up. They're gonna be bent 90 degrees here. I'm gonna be bad at this. Arms are going up, and I'm doing a dead bug. So reaching alternate, right and left. Hovering that foot over the ground. If you need that ground to hit, go ahead and rest that heel down. If you want the challenge, you're gonna add in the opposite arm. So if my left leg goes down, my right arm goes overhead. Slow and controlled though, don't rush this. The abs are working when they're having to control that pace. One more each side. All right, we're gonna flip over on our bellies. Ooh, that should feel good. Arms are long in front of you, legs long behind you. Just a little Superman. So you can go up and down with all four appendages. You can do opposite arm and leg, like you're flying out. You can flutter like you're swimming. Huh.
A lizard.
Okay, that's cool. Not you guys, it's the kid showing me his Legos. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit back in child's pose. We got one more round through. It's going to go quicker. I'll talk less and I'll keep on the clock. So crunches are starting when you're ready. I'll be a lot quicker on the clock this time, I promise, because everything's heated up and ready to work. If one movement works better for you than any others, feel free to do that or hold a plank. All right, feet up. Reaching for the toes, or those toes reaching for the hands. Nice little stretch on those hamstrings if you're flexing those feet up. Switching to those ankle reaches in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet down, reaching side to side like a turtle on its back. If you feel your neck straining, you can just stay down and keep those shoulders down a little bit more. Moving to dead bugs in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get set up. Start with those legs. Add in those arms if you want. Think about long legs. Somebody's pulling that foot away from you. Seconds, we switch to Supermans, and then we'll flow into our stretch. In 3, 2, 1. Roll over on that belly. Here we go. Be mindful of your back. Only go up as works for you. You can feel fatigued. You can feel muscle soreness, but you should not feel pain or anything sharp or pinching. 10 seconds. Sometimes I like to do where I'm bending everything in, give some a little more booty work, or put those heels together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody back in child's pose if you're still with me. Reaching those fingers long, hips are sitting back. And rest that head down if you want. Big inhale. Big exhale. Go ahead and come up into your table. We're going to curl our toes under. Get those hips high in your down dog. Pedaling out through those feet. Right leg's going up. Now we're going to step our right foot to the outside of our right hand. So outside of my right hand, I'm going to take my right hand up. Or if you're on the other side, lunge. Feel good on that shoulder, that hip. Right hand goes back down. Step that right foot back into your plank. Back to your down dog. See if you can make that inversion a little deeper. Right leg goes up again. This time, right foot steps in between your hands. So nice in between. It's framed by your hands. You can drop that back knee down. Arms up. Arms wide. Arms down your back. Palms up. Really think about taking those thumbs back to the top. Frame that right foot. Back to your plank. Back to your down dog. Right leg up last time for the right. This time right knee comes in between those hands. Get into your pigeon. Left leg is long. You can stay here with that head up or you can rest it down. We'll work through the other side and then we'll be on our way. I went a little long, but I know you guys need this extra stretch because frankly, if I don't do it with you, I won't do it. All right, back to plank, hips high. Left leg up. Left foot steps outside of that left hand. Open up that left arm to the ceiling. Step back to your plank. Hips high down dog. Left leg up. Left foot steps between those hands, so you got that nice frame. You can drop that back right knee. Arms up. Arms wide. Palms up. Plank. Down dog. Left leg up. Left knee pulls in your left side pigeon, right leg long. Take it down. Hands under those shoulders. Carefully get yourself back up. Walk your hands back to your feet. Go ahead and hang out that forward fold for a second. Get that nice stretch in those calves and those hamstrings. Let that upper body relax. Carefully roll it up or walk it up those legs. Quick arm stretch. Just carefully pulling one across. Keeping that shoulder down. Try not to bring it up too high. Open wide. Other side. A good one to do is like the doorway stretch. Where you have your hands, you walk through the doorway, or if you have a band, or that towel stretch that we usually do at the gym, jump rope, towel, band, something to open back up. And this should be it. Nice. See, Amber's got it. She's in the doorway stretch. Yeah, hold it for like 20 to 30 seconds just to open that chest back up after there was a lot of shrugging. Awesome work tonight, ladies. I went a couple minutes over, but you're good for it.